Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of June 6th through 12th of 2022. So your cards are coming out fairly nicely here. I'm going to just ask, though, and see if there's a pre-message for you. Take a breath, they're saying. Take a breath. So it's like things are happening. Lots of things are happening. You like that. I mean, like you don't mind at all being busy. So it's not the busyness that is stopping your breath. It's the unknown. It's new things. It's changes. It's is that what it is? Let me just feel into this. Like it feels like your head is kind of clogged up and you're doing things that you're not making fully informed decisions upon. It's like you're trying to just do it. Like you've been thinking about this kind of for quite a while now. And so now you feel like, all right, I'm tired of waiting, and you just want to do it. And so, but you're clogged up. It's like, I don't know if this is a physical thing, if it's sinuses or whatever it is, or if it's thoughts. Either way, you're not fully present when you're making these decisions. Like right now, I'm feeling a little bit spacey, just like I can hardly get the messages. Like my focus is not there. And so that's how it feels for you for this week. So please try and bring yourself back to the present before you make decisions. Okay. And make sure everything else is lined up before you start or continue new things. Does that make sense to you? Okay. So let me just see what your reading is. Okay. So let's start with this. You are special. There's only one you. Even though, so this is a little bit ironic, this is a group reading. Each of you has these special qualities. What you have, who you are, is unlike anybody else in the whole world. And the world cannot do without you. When the time comes eventually that you will transition, the fabric of consciousness will ripple and change then as it needs to. But for you to remove yourself deliberately from that fabric, and I don't mean like from the physical world. I mean that you sit there and think that you're not important. Right? The thing that wants to really be known to you is that you are an essential part of how the world is built. And like even when eventually your physical time should come to an end, your soul remains within the fabric. You can't fully remove yourself. It just isn't possible. And so the time is now to fully step into your own uniqueness, to really embrace you. There's no point at all in trying to be like everybody else, trying to follow the crowd, trying to, follow the fads. Like, just don't do that. It doesn't suit you. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't serve anybody, least of all you. So the more you can just simply be yourself and not allow the undue influence of other people, the better off you and everybody else will be. Okay, that was pretty deep. Wow. Okay. And this is a daily practice. This is what they're talking about. Do that all day, every day. Even if, now I remember when I was a young mother, and the desire for approval from all the other young mums was really strong. And so I just wanted to do whatever they would approve of. And it feels like you have some of that as well. Whether you're a young mom or not, that's irrelevant, but it's the energy of that I'm talking about. The desire for the approval of society or family or spouse or, work situation or whatever, right? Try to not give that as much importance, because the more you are your own self, the more you get self-approval, and the more that confidence then shows through, and that brings about the social approval, right? Which is unimportant anyway. But that's what you're bringing about the more you accept your own self and practice it all day, every day. Yeah, like try not to be wishy-washy about it, right? Because then you're changeable and then you can't be trusted. Okay. So it's, along with this, like this is all about stepping into your own true self. And so how you express yourself is a key part of that, So yes, this is your words. It's the way you talk. It's also what kind of artwork you do. It's also what you do in your spare time. It's also how you interact with other people. All these things which are self-expression. It's the clothing you wear and the car you drive, well, to an extent. Sometimes we're really limited with that as to what we can choose. But you understand, like how you decorate your home or how you keep your home. All those things are self-expression. And so those all contribute to this feeling of your own uniqueness and what you like. And you're allowed to like that, even if nobody else likes that. You're allowed to, right? Yeah. And it's not worthy of any arguments over, because nobody else has to like what you like, right? Who cares? Same as you don't have to like what they like. Who cares? Just let that be. And let yourself express yourself as yourself. Yes, beautiful. Okay. There's one card here that seems to be on a different flavor. Everything else is all along the same lines of being your own unique self. But so this one, time management. Time management. Place your priorities at the top of your to-do list and don't allow distractions to deter your focus. So you know what you've got to get done. And yeah, make a list. And yes, at the top of them, put the things that have to get done. Don't give yourself any breaks with this. This requires some self-discipline and yeah, time management. That you know approximately how long that's going to take you to do that. So plan accordingly, and you know what? Start with that so that absolutely gets done. Do it. Do it. Okay. All right. And so now we've been talking about all these things of you being you. And the more you allow your true self to come out and to be predominant, the more you understand what your divine purpose is. Because that is your divine purpose, is to be your unique self, is to feel good while you are yourself, while you're doing the things that suit you and perhaps you alone, right? Your divine purpose is to feel good. And the more you're acknowledging who you are and acting in accordance with who you are, the more you are acting towards your divine purpose. The more you are fulfilling that. Your divine purpose is to feel joy. So whatever that is that causes that for you, Okay. And again, same topic. This is you staying in your authenticity. When you, they touched on this a little bit earlier with the daily practice thing. When you only sometimes do this and sometimes you go with what the crowd wants, then you're flip-floppy and you can't be trusted. That's what they said earlier. That is not being authentic. And people can tell, you know, like sometimes if you're kind of out of body, you're not really fully present, as they talked about before the reading, and they said, you know, you're not necessarily making fully informed decisions because your focus isn't in, like you're not present. People can tell you're spacey, you're out of it, you're saying something different than you said last week, you know, all those things, and that's like that. Then they can't trust you. And so the more you stay present, you stay within your true self. You know, if your opinion or whatever has shifted, then you will be able to speak intelligently about how and why that shifted. And, you know, like it's not like you have to justify yourself. That's not what they're saying. But being authentic is visible and people feel it. They feel the energy of it and they just know it. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people, they can tell. So practicing daily, all day, every day, being in your authentic space, your true self. That's who you need to be. Okay, and so here we have your daily guidance, the daily guidance cards. We're asking for one last bit of wisdom, one more card to help guide you for the week. Yeah, have confidence. This is, you are special. You are unique. The more confidence you have in yourself, the more authentic you are, the more attractive you are to bring about your soul tribe, your vibratory group, right? So have confidence in yourself, in what you're doing. Anything you don't know about, look it up or ask, so that you can be so self-assured that that everything is possible for you. Beautiful. Virgo, thank you so much for being here. I just appreciate you so much, and I love you. And I'll see you next time.